everyone, and welcome back to another one of my Pandora charm videos. I hope you're having a wonderful day and are doing well. For this video, I'm going to be sharing with you my fairy garden bracelet. This bracelet is inspired by my sister as well as my mom and her beautiful garden that she has. I know my sister is watching down on us, and this is a lovely reminder of that. The first charm I'm going to be showing you is my centerpiece charm, and this is the Pixie. She's beautiful, and as soon as I saw this charm, I had to get it because it reminds me of my sister to a T. Even her expression, it just really reminds me of my sister and how sweet she is. Angels and fairies both tend to be in my mother's garden as well, and I think for both of us, it just reminds me of how special my sister is and how lucky we were to have her in our lives. So she's really pretty, and she has a beautiful little gold heart that she's holding, and she loved everyone, and she's just awesome. So that's what this little fairy represents. I love her cute little expression and the bun on top of her head, and she's just so exquisitely detailed. So I wanted to make sure to get nice and close for you. The next two charms are actually some of the first charms I ever got from Pandora. They're called the rose leaf charms. They're beautiful, and I had to get two for symmetry, of course. And I love them because they make me think of my mother's garden. The next charm is called Fairytale, and she's this beautiful little fairy holding a cute little wand and beautiful gold heart on her. She's super sweet and detailed. This charm I had to get because it reminds me of a Christmas memory. We had this lovely ornament that looked very similar to her, and I used to love playing with it. I would have her flutter around the tree, making sure all the ornaments were being in order and doing a good job. Silly things like that. So it just reminds me of a childhood memory, as well as my sister and how special she is. The next two charms are spacers, and they're called the silver roses. These are stunning and definitely add a nice touch of floral to the bracelet that makes me think of my mother's garden. They're really pretty and detailed. Next are clips, and these are the rose garden clips. I have two because I love my symmetry, of course, and it has a nice touch of pink enamel. As soon as these came out, it reminded me of my mom's rose tree that she has in her garden. It's stunning and beautiful, and she does such a good job taking care of her garden. It's gorgeous, you guys. So this charm really makes me think of my mom. In fact, I actually ended up purchasing my mom a couple from this collection just because it makes me think of her so much. I gave her a bracelet, and it had a couple of these little charms on it, so I love that. The first Murano I have to show you is the wildflowers. It is exquisitely detailed. I love the color and dimension in this charm. It's a work of art, and that's one thing that I love about the Muranos. It's just they're so neat because they're all hand done, so each one is just slightly unique. Again, this just makes me think of my mom and also my love of wildflowers in general. Next we have the forest fairy charm. She's resting on a little mushroom, looking so adorable and sweet. My husband surprised me with this sweet little charm on one of my birthdays. And I also just love fairies in general. One of my favorite movies is called A Fairytale, and this really makes me think of that movie too. Something just really, really special about it. So much detail on this charm. I love how she's just resting on a little mushroom. It's so sweet. And of course we have to have the queen bee. So this charm I got after I got a really exciting promotion at work that was completely unexpected. So she represents that really special moment. She's also a good reminder to me that hard work always makes dreams come true, and you know, sometimes it's not right away, but eventually your dreams do come true if you keep working on them and you keep believing in them. Anything is possible. So she's a really special charm for me in that regard. I love that she has a gold crown. I think it's so cute. I love when Pandora puts crowns on their charms. They just are so extra sweet with those little fairy tale crowns. The next Murano is called Field of Daisies. It's beautiful. It has touches of white, yellow, and blush. and bits of cubic zirconia inside each of the flowers. It's another stunning charm with a lot of dimension and detail. It really, again, makes me think of my mom and just how beautiful and fresh spring is. And that's really what this bracelet is about. It really does tend to be a bracelet. I actually do wear it all year round, but it's especially fun to wear in the springtime or when I'm missing spring because everything is coming to life and it's such a wonderful time. The next charm is a dangle and it is called Blooming Dahlia. I absolutely love this charm because my mother gave it to me on Christmas, I think 2 Christmases back. And it was so unexpected and such a wonderful surprise. I had my eye on this charm for quite a while and she didn't even know that. So it just goes to show how well she knows me, and it's very special. So I love wearing this charm because it especially makes me think of her. For safety chain, of course, I had to have the daisy safety chain, perfect charm for this bracelet. And the bracelet clasp is actually the traditional classic moments bracelet. The next 2 charms are the pink opal lights charms. These are beautiful and play a role in the color scheme of the bracelet with that touch of pink. I like that they're not floral because they do kind of break up the floral design and add something different to appreciate on the bracelet, and of course a touch of sparkle. And now it's time to show you my first Murano charm. I purchased this back when I was graduating school. I was so excited about graduating and I was feeling like it was a fresh start, new adventure, and this charm just seemed like the perfect charm to represent that for me. I had been eyeing this charm for quite a while, but as a student I didn't have a ton of money, so this was this really special charm because I saved up for it and really wanted to have it represent my graduation. I also got the graduation cap too with it, so it's really special because it really takes me back to that time and the excitement of graduating. The next charm is called Dazzling Daisy, and it certainly is dazzling with a touch of cubic zirconia going throughout it. This charm pairs really nicely with my Dazzling Daisy Fairy charm, which you'll see right about now. This charm again is so beautiful and it's the perfect combination of my mom and of my sister. It has mixtures of pink blush enamel going through it and cubic zirconia. There's butterflies, flowers, and of course the beautiful fairy that's holding and kind of onto a stem of a flower. So pretty. And I just love the detail in this charm. It definitely has to be up there on my favorite charms if I have to pick, just because of how special and meaningful it is to me and just the incredible detail on it. What's also special about this charm is I purchased it on a fun trip my husband and I did, so it reminds me of that too. The last charm I have to show you is one of 2, and the other one is on my best friend's bracelet. I purchased this charm, or the 2 charms, to represent our wonderful trip and friendship. The trip, she actually came to visit me. We live pretty much across the country, so she came to visit me and it was such a wonderful time and I miss her so much. So whenever I see this charm, it really makes me think of her and reminds me of all those good memories. And there you have it. That is my Pandora Fairy Garden bracelet. I hope you enjoyed seeing the details and hearing about the meanings of the bracelet. Now I'll leave you with some nice close-ups of my actual fairy garden that I keep inside my home. One day I hope to have a big garden where I can really bring out a nice fun fairy garden and add on to the little fairy friends and creatures that are inside here. So hope you enjoy seeing it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Have a wonderful weekend.